Hello and welcome to tonight's After Dark Beers. This is episode number 27. And let's welcome in our panel tonight. We have Georgia Beer Reviews, John and Nelly.
Hello.
Alex the
Glad to be here.
What's up?
Dog barking in the background. We got Beer Man.
Hey, cheers.
Miscellaneous brew reviews, and myself, Bumpy Road. Cheers to the chat as well. Dio, Mark A is there, Commerce Aussie, cheers. And hello to Mary and the Butch. All right, let's bring up our first member tonight and have him showcase the brew that he is bringing. John.
All right. Well, I feel kind of bad because I was the last one in here, but I'm first up. So all right. I cheated the system. Okay. So I got a 4-pack the other day of the peanut butter Jenkins, and there's the price tag right there on the front. It was $22.99 for the 4-pack, but this beer came highly recommended. It's 11.7% alcohol. It's an imperial stout with peanut butter and chocolate. And it is out of Buffalo, New York, brewed and canned by Thin Man Brewery. Never had any of their beers before. It is an independent craft brewery, so pretty excited to try it. I guess I'd go ahead and pour it real quick.
And legendary Johnny Boy, I think I have that beer somewhere in here. I don't
Nice
remember,
banner there, Bo.
but I think I do.
Ooh.
Okay, well that's lively.
Wow.
You cut the line in, you cheated.
There's the pour. Very active with the head there. I wasn't super aggressive, and I won't give anything away, but that was a nice little sip I got. There you go. I guess we'll get into the other stuff when we come back around.
Nice,
All
pretty
right.
beer. That looks good.
Nice. Let's see what Alex is bringing tonight.
I'm bringing North Coast Old Stock Ale. And
I haven't seen that one.
Well, it's there somewhere. I mean, I think this is my last one. I don't remember, but there is. I've seen packs of it. So let's pour this up, shall we?
Shale.
This is an ounce pour, but it's not an ounce pour that you would normally get. But it's a cleaner ounce pour. So 2-finger head, nice frothy head. We'll get the smell and the taste next time around. Appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Beer Man.
Hey, how's it going? All right. I think I have one of hey, thanks, Bumpy, for letting me on your panel again. I got one of Alex's, maybe some of yours favorite one. It was a good one when I had it. I haven't had it in a while, but it's a breakfast stout from Founders.
Nice.
8.3%, 60 IBUs. It was bottled on 4/14, so it's fairly new in the bottle. Double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. Let's open her up.
It's good to see you get your hands on that. I know it's hard to get over there.
Yeah, if I go to Portland, I can get it. That's the thing. It's 2 hours away. Yeah, nice dark chocolate, very opaque beer. Maybe about a finger, index finger almost. Nice little rocky there, but for the most part, a foamy head. Cocoa head. It's nice. Looks good. Nice legging kind of going down already. Very nice. Smells chocolatey and coffee-like. Can't wait to get into this. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. What's up, everybody? Cheers. So I've got the this is the last stout that I bought that I have when I was on vacation. This one's from Transient Ales. This one's called, here, I'll show you the bottle. So it's got the F with the ... there. So this is called Fuck the Mother of All Stouts. Yeah, so this one is 11.5%. This is their 2020. It's a bourbon barrel-aged imperial cream stout with maple syrup and vanilla. I know that one I had last week was a funky looking one, so I'm interested to see what's going to come out of this bottle. It's pouring a little thinner. Oh yeah, this might look like a better beer. Could be. Nice dark head. Is it gonna hold up? I don't know. Looks a little rocky. About a one finger. It's a dark brown, almost brown red cocoa head. Yeah, it's hanging in there pretty good. Doesn't look like the last one. Definitely opaque. I'm not getting any hues or any color out of it, so yeah, it's pretty good. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Cheers.
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 Well,
Bumpy Rose.
hello. And Commerce, I'm having what you're having. Founders Bottle Shop Series Eyeball Drifter.
Sure.
Don't really know what type of beer this is. Pretty much it's an ale. And I believe they are going after what's known as a, where is it? It's one of those cocktails. Old fashioned. There we go. Yeah, an old fashioned cocktail. Bottle opener. It's 11% ABV, 25 IBUs. And it's on the lighter side of a dark beer, but it is still dark.
So beer advocate rate, they classify that as a strong ale, an American strong ale. I don't know.
When I picked it up on the shelf, it said it was a brown ale, and I had it, and I'm like, there's no way this is a brown ale. So I think that was mislabeled for sure. And it's not really brown. It's a very mahogany red color. The head is very tight knit bubbles, kind of a khaki-ish color. It's darker than white, but not quite brown. So khaki, I think, is the right color for that head, coming from that nice ruby red colored body. It is clear. It's probably not going to pick it up at all. No. Chilies on the glass. But yeah, we'll go back around in this fashion.
And then, like you said, Untapped classifies that as an imperial brown.
Really?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
conflicting info.
I was next to John. I think.
Yeah, I'm last.
All right. There we go.
All right. Back to me, I guess. Okay.
Back to you.
So the peanut butter Jenkins, yeah, the appearance jet black, can't see through it. It poured pretty thick as well, with a nice finger and a half's worth of a, I would call it, I guess it's a khaki colored head. Getting a little darker though, almost into the beige realm, but not quite. It smells like peanut butter and chocolate. It smells like liquefied Reese's peanut butter cups. Mostly peanut butter. That's the lead aroma, and then the chocolate kind of comes through after that. So there's a ton of peanut butter. With this, not picking up on any of the 11.7%. Doesn't smell boozy at all. It smells very dessert-like, very peanut butter forward. It smells delicious. So let's get into it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
palate follows the nose. You're getting peanut butter right up front. Not peanut butter like Jif or Peter Pan or whatever. If you've ever had like a Nutter Butter, those little Nutter Butter peanut-shaped crackers, it's that kind of peanut butter. Maybe a little bit more on the salty side, maybe a little bit more artificial. I don't know. Not so much like natural peanut butter out of the jar, but more of like a candy or like a crackery type peanut butter that you get with the Nico peanut butter crackers, or the Nutter Butter is really what came to mind first. The chocolate comes through after you get through that initial peanut butter burst. Nice dark toasted malt notes in the middle of the sip, very bready, very dark, not charred, but very, very roasty, toasty, like dark toasted bread. Dark chocolate, a little bit of milk chocolate, but more on the dark chocolate side because there is a little bit of an astringency to this, a little bit of bitterness, which I think is mostly coming from the roasted malt. The finish is it's got kind of like a lactose feel to it. It's heavy. I mean, it's on the heavy side with the body, the mouthfeel. Even the finish is kind of lingering. That peanut butter flavor kind of sticks to the inside of your cheeks. And there is a little bit of a warming effect going down, so you know that this is not low ABV beer. It's not boozy in the taste, but it's definitely got a significant warming feeling going down the throat. It's a very enjoyable beer, very excellent sipper. If you love peanut butter, I don't see how you could really go wrong with this. The chocolate, like I said, is there, but it's really the peanut butter is really the lead aroma and flavor, and then you get a little bit of that dark chocolate in the background, and then of course the toasted bread notes from that roasted malt. It's a really enjoyable beer. I'm glad I picked up the 4-pack, and I'll keep sipping on it and think of a rating the next time around. But very nice beer from Buffalo, New York, Thin Man Brewery.
Thin Man makes some pretty good stuff. Me and BuMpY had some stuff from them. So you said the peanut butter tastes more like a roasted peanut than an artificial.
More like a, yeah. I don't know if maybe artificial wasn't the right word, but
like a lot of brewers been working with that with the powdered peanut butter, the peanut butter powder.
That would be my guess. It doesn't say anything on the label about artificial flavoring or anything like that. So my guess would be that they used that peanut butter powder. And it just, it's just more like peanut butter crackers, the Nutter Butters, the Nico, like it's more, I guess maybe a little bit more salty and a little bit less of a sweet peanut butter. Like, when you buy like Peter Pan, I love Peter Pan peanut butter, but it's a lot sweeter. This one's a little bit more on the salty side, maybe a little bit more roasty. And maybe that's what you get, the powder versus the actual peanut butter. Plus, if they were to actually use peanut butter, it would be a very oily beer, and the mouthfeel would probably be a little greasy. So I'm kind of glad they went in the direction they did, because it makes it beer. Yeah, I've had beers with actual peanut butter in them, and for the most part, they're not nearly as enjoyable as when they use the flavoring or the powder or whatever they put in here. It gives it just a better, cleaner mouthfeel. I don't really like the super oily, sticky type stouts, and this one kind of it maintains a nice mouthfeel without going over the top with the peanut butter, like the stickiness and the oily part of the peanut butter. So
nice. Thanks, John. Alex.
All right. Smells pretty good. Kind of smells a little bit like a malty, just a little bit of maltiness, but I think the last time I drank this, it was very sweet, so or at least has that sweetness still. The ABVs, I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think I reviewed this before with you guys.
Probably when we did stock ales.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So let me see what it tastes like. And yeah, it's nice and brown and reddish color if you see in the light. So that's what I see. So, all right. Cheers.
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 Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Right.
Yep. It has that smooth breadiness, brown breadiness to it, sweetness to it. It has that little burn to it.
I wonder what year that is that you have.
2020.
All right.
2020? Yeah. It's very smooth on the palate. I don't know if this is barrel aged or not. I don't remember.
That's a big beer, Alex. That's 11.2% at 34 IBUs.
It sure is, my brother. Very sweet, though. I like the beer. I mean, obviously, if you drink 2 or 3 or 4 of these, or maybe 2, I don't know, you'll be on your butt.
Well, you start with
Indeed.
2 before you get to
Yeah, that's brewed with Maris Otter malt, Fuggles, and East Kent Golden hops.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. What'd you say, Bubby? What would
I
happen?
was saying you start with 2 before you get to 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd probably end with 2 then because I'd be too buzzed. So yeah, this beer is good so far. You have that burn. It's like that that barrel aged kind of thing. You know, it's not barrel aged, I don't think, but I'm just saying, kind of has that alcohol burn. I don't taste any alcohol though.
Lies, Josh. Lies.
I think this is supposed to be fruit. I'm trying to remember, but it's very sweet. It's very sweet on the mouth. Wow, that is a good beer. But yeah, I think you want to take your time with this.
Is it dry? Do you say it's dry on the finish? How's the finish on that?
Very sweet on the finish, but it also has just a little bit of dryness.
All right, that works. I haven't had that in a while.
So you get you saying you're getting like fruit, like raisin or trying to think because it's a lighter colored beer.
I think it is like a brown sugar taste or a raisin, some kind of thing. Yeah.
Molasses, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're getting here. And yeah, and you're correct. It's brown, so you expect for it to be a sugar coated. I mean, not all brown. All beers like this are supposed to be, sweet. But yeah, trying to talk what I know what I'm talking about. Can't know everything. But yeah, I think it's a very tasty beer, and if you can get this, please do it. If I remember correctly, you can age these things. You can age this beer. You can. I don't know how many years they've had this. Obviously, this is the 2020. I think I've had the 2021, but I don't remember. I don't think I did. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that. See if I can find it. And then maybe if I can get a 2020, I could do a side-by-side. But again, I've been saying that for 2 years. I've never done a side-by-side yet. So, I mean, I need to get on that. I need to get on that ball. Oh, I thought you were going to say something, Andrew. So, it's a very good beer. Sorry, I rambled on too long. But it's a very tasty beer. And if you can get this beer, please do. And I'll give it a high rating or a rating next time around, BuMpY. And thanks for letting me join. Cheers.
All right, cheers. All right, we won't tell Alex that Founders is going away as well. Well,
Are you
welcome into Craig. Yeah, no founders.
Cheers, Greg.
We're not going anywhere else.
I love you, BuMpY. Keep it up.
We'll get right around to you, Craig. We're going to go to Beer Man next.
All right. Oh man, itchy tonight.
After BuMpY's done ball busting me. Go ahead there, Beer Man.
Well, hey man, definitely I'm gonna go. Breakfast stout. This is their breakfast stout. Double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. Stay out. Now we're gonna smell it. Immediately you're getting a like roasted barley coffee and like molasses like feel to it. Espresso's big in the smell. Roasted malts, kind of even a brown bread crust, caramel toffee, molasses, all these things going through my mind. All right, going to we already looked at it. Definitely opaque, dark brown, cocoa head. Retention's really nice. It's holding a real nice ring, and legs are kind of showing there. Get a little bit of lacing as well. It's very nice. Let's go for the drink. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Soft mouthfeel. Has a little bit of acidity from like the roasted malts and stuff, but not like terrible. It's not overwhelming. It's just that typical like espresso, dark chocolatey kind of bitter feel. Kind of chalky on the tongue, a little more looser on the palate. Seems like more of your like sweeter flavors kind of roll around the back on the palate there, down to your throat, and you get a nice spicy heat, maybe from the alcohol right at the tickler, right before the throat. It doesn't go up your sinuses. It's very nice and oatmeal soft. It's that got that real nice soft. That body is a nice like a full body, definitely. A full medium body. Drinkable as all could be. I mean, it dries off in the back. It doesn't even feel like it's just really nice. It's chocolate espresso-y. It's a roasted malty, bready, freaking caramely, molassesy goodness. But it's so smooth and well balanced, you know. So I'm really enjoying this drinkable ass beer. So I got my numbers. Cheers, guys. Right on.
Cheers.
And by the way, legendary BuMpY, when we do shout outs, I may have the right beer for Multi Monday. I think it is because my friend got it for me and helped me find it. So and it wasn't from the other store, Rocky. It was my other store from Canals. Yeah. So he helped me out. But I'll show you the beer. The next shout out. Appreciate you.
All right, I guess it's on to me. So yeah, he said bourbon barrel aged imperial cream stout, maple syrup, and vanilla. So initially as soon as I opened this thing, it was very cask forward, oaky, slight smoky on the nose. Very definitely was in a pretty good, I'd say, a fairly good charred barrel. Now it's kind of, the nose is pretty sweet. It's got definitely smells like a dessert, like a pastry stout. Still getting a little bit of that oak. Slight bit of alcohol on the nose. Very mild, not pungent or off-putting. The maple syrup is melding very well with like the chocolate and the vanilla that they've added into this. I definitely say you're getting more of the vanilla coming from the vanilla added than more on the cask side. It's putting off a fairly big aroma. Other than that, it does have a nice toasty malt profile to it on the nose. It's like you might almost get coffee, but I think the malts are just toasted light enough to where it's not putting it over the top to put it like a coffee, maple, vanilla type thing going on. So yeah, still got some good head retention there. Definitely got some slick, oily legs for 11.5. So, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much, Mr.
Cheers, man.
All right. Definitely not as dessert stout tasting, I would say. Definitely on the nose, man. Definitely smells really sweet. This is a nice change of pace. Last one I had from them was really, really sweet. So I'd say this is a medium bodied beer. Wow.
Sorry.
Mild, very mild chocolate, I'd say. Semi-sweet. Maple syrup kind of comes through on the finish as it dries on the palate, which melds nice with that vanilla note that's kicking in. Does have a bit of a dry finish.
Legendary Andrew, does it also have a baker's chocolate feel to it or taste to it as well?
There is a bitterness coming from this, but it's more of an earthy bitterness. I'm assuming it's probably come from the hops, even though it's been sitting in the. I don't know when this was exactly bottled, but it is a 2020.
Oh.
Booze presence. It's not heaty on the way down. Definitely get a little slight. Slight heatiness. It's more of like you get like a little bit of the like vapor going up into your sinus. Definitely has a really robust roasted body, malt body to it. Caramel, toffee. Yeah, dude, blends great with that maple syrup and the vanilla. At 11.5%, I've got absolutely no complaints with this. This is another phenomenal beer from Transient Ales, Artisan Ales. It's good. Definitely doesn't drink like a sweet stout, which I mean, I guess what you classify in the milk stout category 9 times out of 10, I would assume. Not bad for something that doesn't say it has lactose, but they call it a cream stout. I don't know. Very good, though. No complaints. I'm sure I'll have some closing notes when it comes back around. Thanks for having me, BuMpY. Cheers, guys.
I think
Thanks for being here, miscellaneous.
I think it's gonna be a high rating. I think it's gonna be a high
You
rating.
think it's gonna be a high rating? You think he's gonna give it 100?
No, I don't know about 100, but we'll see. We'll see.
JV needs to hear 100, otherwise he doesn't.
You guys can hit my PayPal if you want me to say 100.
No, then you'll be lying, Andrew. You don't want to be doing that. Let's not do that.
Well, cheers. It's great having Craig on. Welcome.
Yeah, as I said,
Dark
thanks for having me. I
Welcome,
appreciate
Craig.
it. So going into this, I've had a few. It's like it's 1:30 now for my time. So yeah, so apologies for any kind of slurry speech or whatever, which is normal this time of day. So this beer is from Inspiration Beer from Left-Handed Giant. They're in Bristol in the UK, and there's a brewery in the Netherlands that they've collaborated with. Now I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it sober, but never mind drunk. It's kind of one of them deals. So it legit. I'm butchering the shit out of that. But anyway, there's the actual logo. So Left-Handed Giant. So that's abbreviated. So this is called King of the Woodland. It's an imperial stout with pistachio and honeycomb. It's coming in at 12.5%. So the additions are pistachio, honeycomb, and lactose. So it's a sweet stout, pastry stout, if you like. So yeah, collaboration there. So there's not too much else for any kind of commercial description that I've seen. That's pretty much it. I've already done a review of it before I come on here. So give it a swirl. So it's in the glass. Then it's jet black as you'd expect for the ABV, 12.5. It did originally pour a one finger, kind of light tan coloured head. It's gone down to nothing now. So it's been out of the fridge probably getting on about 25 minutes, something like that. So hopefully it's changed a little bit from when I actually first reviewed it. It's kind of one of them deals where I forgot. I was like, oh shit, I could have brought that out like a few hours ago. But it is what it is. But it's getting near. It's not room temperature, but it's getting more kind of in that line of room temperature. So on the aroma, then something that's changed from when I actually first reviewed it about probably just before I come on here. A chair decides it wants to drop about a foot. So lots. It's come across marzipan sweetness. You are getting that kind of slight kind of pistachio kind of aroma, but it's underlying that. I don't know why it's gone really kind of marzipan forward on the aroma. I mean, it's sweet. You're getting that lactose kind of sweetness going on there, the vibe. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, it's sweet. Honeycomb. Is it honeycomb? Is it marzipan? It's kind of one of them sort of crossover. It's kind of moving in the middle. That's the impression it's giving me at this stage. Let's give it a try. See what we get out of it. Cheers. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Craig, it's nice to see you here, my friend. And I haven't seen you in a while, my friend.
That beer actually sounds really
thanks.
good.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, man.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers, Alex, mate. So on the taste, I mean, the thing is, though, over the last sort of week and a half or so, I've had a lot of imperial stouts. I've been to a couple of beer festivals. So
beer festivals, okay.
Perhaps prior to that, this would be like, oh wow, this is like kind of one of them deals of a beer. To the point where this is a 12.5% beer and it's coming across quite in the body quite thin. I did actually have this beer as a small pour actually at the brewery. One of a few of the guys we met up with in Bristol about, God, when was that? The second week of June, I think it was, and yeah, it was actually one of the guys. He's just turned up now. We had this at the tap room, didn't we, Adam? In a can. I think we had a share of a pour. So, but then I can't really go by that because obviously at that point we was quite inebriated. To be fair.
It'd been a full day, so
yeah. So I'm appreciating it more now. Sorry, I'm going on a bit. Sorry. But overall, it's just coming across very thin for the ABV. As I said, because I've been to a few beer festivals recently, maybe that's got a little bit of influence. I've had a few 15, 16% beers recently, and it's probably playing into my mind a little bit. But overall, what I am getting is, when you're getting that kind of really kind of, if you don't like sweet pastry stouts, or that kind of, if you don't like marzipan, for instance, you're not going to like this beer. It's more marzipan than pistachio, more marzipan than kind of honeycomb. It's a very sweet beer. You are getting a nice kind of roasted malt element to it, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's bitter. There's not really any kind of coffee notes or anything like that. It's just more, as it says, one of them real sweet pastry stouts. And it just depends where you are with that, if you've got a sweet tooth or not. If you've got a sweet tooth, you're going to like it. You like imperial stout, blah, blah, blah. Overall, would I buy this again? Probably not. It's probably a little bit too sweet for me. And I'm going to probably sip on this for quite a while, not because of the ABV, just because of the sweetness. But we'll see how it pans out. It's going to warm up a little bit more by the time we get round. So anyway, thanks for having me on again.
So Greg, you don't like sweet beers, huh?
I don't mind sweet beer, but sometimes you don't know how sweet they are until you actually try them.
True that.
This is very sweet.
Trust me,
I like a bit more savoury. I like a bit more savoury than sweet.
Oh.
This is going down too low.
I will tell you this though.
Yeah,
I will tell you this. Though,
Yeah.
Before we move on, I've drank a beer from Cape May. It was something to it Road or something like that. I don't remember what the beer was called. I still liked it, but when I drank it, it was very sweet, and I love sweet beers. I would drink it. I would get it again, but it was just so sweet. It was like candy sweet.
I like sweet beers, but but when you're drinking a whole can on your own, sometimes it's a bit too much. And I like when it gets like that. I like to share. If you're in a bottle share or a can share, something like this would be perfect. You can have a pour. And what do you think of that? Or is it too sweet for you? Have the rest, And there's a little bit to go on to. And I think that's where this beer, for me, lands. So, yeah. Anyway,
definitely be cloying beers that are too. I mean, I've had a few stouts like that. I don't really mind, but some other people, it's like that. That's not they don't want to sit down and drink that. The whole 16.
Everyone's got different palates.
I was about to say
everyone's got different palates. So yeah,
it was a good beer. It was a very good beer. I would get it again, but it was very sweet, and it was a 4-pack, and it was 16-ounce cans. It was delicious, but like I said, it was a little bit too sweet, overly sweet. So,
cheers,
I remember.
Cheers.
Sorry, BuMpY. I just wanted to.
Thanks for letting me join. I remember that. I remember that beer crate being very marzipan forward, and I'm not a massive marzipan fan, so it's.
And it really is. And the thing is, when I reviewed it about 20 minutes ago, there was no marzipan. It's warmed up, and it's like, shit, that's marzipan now. It's weird, isn't it, how that works? So.
Well,
anyway.
Adam, welcome. Adam from Mercy Beers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice to meet you, Mercy Beers. Nice to meet you, buddy.
No worries, Alex.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
So what beer are you bringing tonight?
So this is a local brewery to me called Love Lane, and it's the straight up Imperial Stout at 10%. Has no adjuncts in it. It's just a straight up Magnums and Magnum hops and various malts. I think it's about 6 malts in it. Massive, getting really loads of licorice on the dark chocolate on the aroma. It had a little bit of head which died off almost instantly as soon as I poured it. But it's a big thick stout from Love Lane. Really viscous on the palate as well.
Adam, where are they from? Are they from Liverpool, in the UK, or?
Yeah, they're from the central Liverpool, so in the Baltic Triangle, which is part of the centre, right on the coast.
Well, Liverpool, that would where be the Lusitania, I think, docked at before it sunk. I believe. I'm not sure.
A bit before my time.
Your liver's right down here, Alex.
No, BuMpY. I love you. Hey, BuMpY. I love your jokes, and that's why I love you, because I never know. I like the BuMpY-isms, as Drunk One always says. BuMpY-isms.
BuMpY-isms.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
Love that. That's great.
You gotta have some spin-offs. I love it. So yeah, Lusitania. I think that was from Liverpool, but I'm gonna shut up now.
Alex has been taking notes from Sutton.
No, I'm not gonna be like that. No.
So yeah, thank you guys for joining up tonight. It's a long flight just to show up for a show.
Yes. Yeah. It's having a Sunday. It's good.
Yeah, the beer that I'm bringing, it's the Founders. They're out of Michigan. It's the Bottle Shop Series #2 release. The Highball Drifter. So they're kind of going after the. I just said it earlier, old-fashioned style cocktail.
I love an old fashioned.
Yeah, it's got it's. I've had another beer from Bell's, which is in the same area as Founders. That was their Scotch ale that they did for Christmas, making it, and they made it into an old fashioned drink. And this smells very similar to that one. So I've never had an old fashioned, but I'm guessing this must be kind of what an old fashioned smells like. It's got some of that kind of orange peel type aroma, cherry notes, very little bit of like a vanilla bean, and then there is kind of a presence of alcohol in the aromas. Go back and visit. It's pretty much mostly the orange peel and cherry type notes. Not really smelling. This is barrel aged in bourbon barrels. Not really picking up on that in the aromas. Besides kind of the booziness. But yeah, cheers.
You said that's barrel aged legendary BuMpY?
Cheers.
Cheers, BuMpY.
Okay. I think I don't know if I'm around you too much or you're around me too much. I think it's vice versa, though. I love my barrel aged beers.
Cheers.
The flavors on it do pick up a little bit of that kind of bourbon barrel. It's very, very faint, but it's up front and there. Not super oaky. Definitely the cherry notes coming through, picking up on that kind of vanilla bean flavor. A little bit of that orange peel is still present as well on the palate. Belches go back to more cherry forward. It's got a bready malt note to it. I'd say it kind of stays in that kind of white bread realm. It's like a slight sweet breadiness. On this, it talks about caramel, stuff like that. I'm not able to detect a caramel flavor in this. It does end with a slight bittering effect, a little bit spicy as well. Bitterness seems to be kind of that herbal spice type bittering. Not cloyingly sweet at all. I think it's fairly well-rounded. So not super sweet up front, not super bitter on the finish. Can't really taste the alcohol per se, like I was picking up in the aromas. Definitely doesn't drink like a brown ale. This has been called what? An imperial brown ale on certain sites. It's been,
Untapped said it's an imperial brown ale, and then on Beer Advocate they classified it as an American strong ale.
Yeah, this tastes more. This is closer to like what Alex is drinking in flavor. I've had the old stock ale. This is kind of closer to that. So like, or even like a big Scotch ale type thing than a brown ale. But even at the place I picked it up, they probably went off one of the sites or whatever. Or when I don't know when they get it shipped in, if it tells you what it's supposed to be. But it did say brown ale. It said barrel aged brown ale on the little sticker below it, the price. So
Legendary BuMpY, you said it's similar to me to this beer.
yeah.
Is this barrel aged then? Because
I don't remember seeing that. I think they had. They might. I think they have other series of that are barrel aged. I don't think that particular one is.
Well, again, BuMpY, you do know everything. I'll have to
Well, I
take
don't
a look.
know everything.
So I mean, like what they say is an old fashioned is it's a cocktail. You muddle sugar and bitters and water, add a whiskey. Less commonly, you can use brandy, but usually garnished with orange slice or zest and cocktail cherry, which I would assume is maraschino cherry.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
probably what they're trying to do with that one is the barrel aging process is probably trying to mock that whiskey
yeah.
type of deal with that. I don't know. I haven't had that. I'm on the hunt for it. I definitely want to try it, but
I mean, I'll give a score and stuff like that on it. Don't go into it thinking it's going to be a brown ale because it's nowhere close to a brown ale in flavor. It's really like more like a Scotch ale or like an old stock ale or whatever. An old ale, I think they just call it. But yeah, it's an 11% brew that doesn't taste like an 11%er. Kind of easy to drink. I didn't even talk about the mouthfeel, I don't think.
sounds dangerous.
Medium body, kind of low side, medium carbonation. It kind of it has a little bit of stickiness, to the palate. Not super drying. So I think Alex would like this one because he doesn't like super drying beers. So this one's not super drying.
But the thing is,
It does leave
BuMpY,
a little sticky.
I may not like it, but for some reason my brain says let's go get more of that beer because I like that flavor.
Yeah,
I don't like the dryness.
it's the alcohol talking.
Now, I've only drank one beer. I never drink that.
See, I love a brown ale, but for me, a brown ale has to be that caramelized sugar. Otherwise, if you're not getting it, it's not a brown ale.
Yeah, I'm not getting caramel. They mentioned caramel on this, but all the other flavors. If there is caramel in there, all the other flavors kind of are masking it for at least my palate. But I don't really pick up much caramel anyways in a lot of beers. I usually pick up like if it's like more of a toffee, kind of even a more burnt caramel type flavor. I can usually pick up on something that's like toffee, but maybe I just don't know what caramel. I mean, I've eaten those sugar babies. Those are like pure caramel, right?
Have you ever had a Werther's? A Werther's original?
I never heard of that.
Those are
boy.
Scotch. I thought those
This is
were
like that's more like
Cook some
Caramel.
sugar for a
And-
while.
caramel butterscotch.
Yeah, that's
Butterscotch over caramel.
yeah, that's
Johnny boy, I never heard
I'm
of.
thinking of the caramel
I
candies.
like
They're
sugar
kind of like chewy.
I like sugar babies.
I don't eat those.
They have caramel candies though.
I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
wait a minute, Johnny boy.
Candy.
Johnny boy, are you talking about the caramel?
Caramel apple.
Kind of has like
Nice.
it kind of has like
Yeah.
They're like little chews.
that
BMX,
that
right?
jelly texture, but it has that white cream in the middle.
No, it's just like a chewy caramel candy.
This is what
I don't
This is
know.
what
It's not
Palmer's
important. It
doing.
doesn't matter.
Well, I know,
tastes
but I
like
like
bourbon, orange,
I
and
like
vanilla,
those.
and nothing else.
See, I love an old fashioned, but for me, it's always bourbon and brown sugar, and the orange peel is literally a garnish on top. It doesn't really affect the flavor fully. It is literally there just to garnish the cocktail.
Save the fruit for the tourist.
Oh, all right.
Chase them away.
Well, I am done with my tasting. It's time to go around, give out scores, shout outs, anything else you want to add. And we'll start with John. And Alex, feel free to interrupt me.
All right. So, yeah, the peanut butter Jenkins, great stuff. It's very peanut butter forward. Like I said, if you're not a big peanut butter fan, stay away from this beer. The chocolate kind of takes a back seat, which I wish there was maybe a little bit more chocolate. Maybe a little milk chocolate would have been nice, a little sweetness to balance out. It's a very bitter beer for what it is. I thought it was going to be more on the sweet side. It definitely has the Reese's peanut butter cup thing going on, but there's just not enough sweetness for me to balance out that really dark, roasty taste profile. And the peanut butter is not on the sweet side. It's more on the salty side. So between the bitterness and the saltiness, I think a little bit more sweetness would have really done wonders for this beer. All that being said, the 11.7 is masked exceptionally well. It's very smooth and easy drinking and enjoyable, and it's definitely in the A range. I'm just going to go I'm gonna go with a 94. I started out thinking 97, then I was like, nah, 96, and I think I'm kind of landing at 94. It's a pretty solid A beer, but a little bit more sweetness would have really amped it up and really balanced it a little bit more. But it is impressive, like I said, how they can mask the 11.7. Very, very little alcohol presence. The only thing that really lets you know that it is higher alcohol is it does have a little bit of burning as it goes down. But wonderful beer, and I would highly recommend it, especially if you love the Reese's peanut butter cup type feeling, that chocolate peanut butter combo. Really good, good combination of flavors. Shout outs, Stout Sunday. I haven't done it the last couple weeks. Life kind of gets in the way sometimes, but I should be back on track next week. And that's all I got. Thanks, BuMpY, for having me. And it's nice to we have our little hangout group on the hangouts called Wankers. It's nice to actually be in the presence of actual wankers here on After Dark Beers. Cheers to Adam and Craig. Always cool to have you guys on.
Thank you.
I knew that was coming.
It's just a joke.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, nice one.
Unless Johnny Boy's still talking, I don't know.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Alex, don't interrupt yourself.
All right. Well, I will tell you this: the beer is very delicious. So, if I do get this again, and I keep saying this over and over again, I need to have me and Johnny Boy do this eventually, hoping one day in the future. But I say that, but I have to make that plans with the Johnny Boy or whatever beer reviews I want to do that. So,
Okay.
this beer, you know what I mean, Johnny Boy. I haven't done any beer reviews with you in a while, other than the Stout Sunday and the this right here. And maybe the founder CBS, I think it was too. So this beer is very very tasty. So I'm going to give this beer a 96. 96. Sorry, Jeremy. It's a very delicious beer, but it's just, I don't know. Like Johnny Boy and everybody says, you want to give them 100, but it just has to be that special beer. And this is a special beer. It's just not that special enough to go all the way up. So otherwise, you're not telling the truth anyway if you're saying 100 every time anyway. I mean, you kind of are telling the truth. It is what it is. So it's a 95. It is 96. It's delicious beer. Get it, and it's tasty. And shout outs. We're doing our favorite fruits and craft beer or any beer you want. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to put any beer I want, but when I go live, I'm going to basically say, hey, I mean, I guess I could do that. I don't know.
There was an emphasis on the craft
Well,
beer for Craig.
all of my favorite fruits, Alex, are right here on this panel tonight.
Johnny Boy, I love you. Don't ever forget it. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're favorite fruits, craft beer. I'm going to say craft beer, but if you can't find any craft beer, just bring any beer. It's that simple. But I'm going to put it as craft beer, but you can bring any beer if you don't find the beers that you want, the beer you want. So, favorite fruits and craft beer. That's the first time I actually used the word craft beer. I don't think I ever did that. So
I really think you're going to say fruits.
You just said beer before.
I've said beer, but I never said craft beer for Food Friday.
Oh,
I bet you said Kraft macaroni though, haven't you?
Yeah, we did that. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I don't have to say anything about Stuff Sunday because Johnny Boy is here. So that's that. And it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Food Friday. But this time it'll be Fruit
I wish it was
Friday with Alex because we might
One more
do-
time, Alex. What do we have in this Friday? I can't remember. We haven't.
That's okay. I get that way too. Don't worry about it, Johnny Boy. Our favorite fruits and craft beer.
Fruits. Okay, fruits. All right.
And then I might do a list because I might do a list on my channel. Fruit. So this Friday it's going to be instead of Food Friday, it's going to be Fruit Friday with Alex. And then
not fruity Friday.
Flutes?
That work.
Bring a flute.
and then
Fruity
it'll go back
Friday.
to
Fruity Friday.
Fruity Friday. And then
There
it'll
used to
go
be a
back-
nightclub where I used to live called they had Fruity Fridays.
Drink the spit out of a flute Friday.
And then next Friday it'll go back to Food
Yeah,
Friday.
that fucking rolled on my way.
So I'll be doing. So it'll be a new series. It'll be a new series once a month. Fruit Friday with Alex instead of Food Friday. But Food Friday will always be. It's just new series.
But they do that every day.
Once a month. The Fruit Friday is once a month. And then Food Friday is every Friday, or Wild Card could be anything too as well if I decide to do Wild Card. So it'll be, but when I do Wild Card, it'll be Food Friday, Food Friday with Alex, Wild Card. That's not changing.
Yeah,
In the wild,
that makes sense.
in the wild card, if it's a wild card, can you bring the fruit?
Yes, you can bring anything you want. Mm-hmm. Yes, correcto. Yeah, you got it.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
let's
my
do-
that
flies
makes
are
sense.
going to be really happy
Yeah.
once a month
Yeah.
with all that fruit.
Well, I mean,
I've got some big fruits I could bring.
Well, I could tell you that an individual that starts with a D named Drunken One gave me that suggestion possibly, and I'll have to talk to him about it, make sure he remembers that. But I remember him saying that to me. We should do that once a month, and I'm thinking, okay, because he did that. He told me that last night. So,
I was
Cool.
thinking Dale or Donnie.
oh, okay. That's it for me. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure you want to do that much fruit, though?
Follow that.
I don't know.
That only leaves 3 other Fridays for other things.
Well,
You've got to get your 5 a day.
well, we're still doing Food Friday. We're going back to Food Friday. I'm not doing fruit. I mean, I'm not getting. I don't want to get bored. I want to have fun with it.
Don't get bored. Don't get bored.
I haven't gotten bored with this YouTube channel. This channel is beautiful. I mean,
No.
I might see you on Friday. I need to have a persimmon. I've not had a persimmon in years.
Well, that's okay. Legendary Johnny Boy or Legendary BuMpY will send you the link, and because they are one of they're my moderators and stuff, including Drunk One and whoever else is my moderator. They'll send you the link.
Because Adam's dodgy. So yeah, I agree.
For life.
Little dodgy.
All right. Well, thank you very
Get
much.
off. Yeah.
As long as we don't have to cook it.
No, it's not cooking. I mean, that's on you on that one. That's on you.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. So this just to top it off, espresso coffee, rich dark roasted coffee, dark chocolate aromas. Same on flavors, but with a nice earthy acid, dark roast coffee, dark chocolate with an oatmeal smooth, creamy mouthfeel. Like you could just like get the idea that it's just chocolate espresso, dark chocolate espresso, but with this nice smooth oatmeal awesomeness and a nice dryness at the finish and then there was this nice push of alcohol and hops. It has 60 IBUs in it, along with, I don't know if they calculated that with the roasted malts or what. I know there's they have to kind of balance it some way or another. So if you're adding hops, you do need to balance it with your roasted malts and stuff like that, all the acidity and stuff. 60 IBUs though of hops. I mean, it had a little bit of a hop berm in the back. It was not a little, it was actually a lot. It started to kind of get further. Whoa. Okay. But it wasn't bad. It was like it actually let you know that you drank something a little harsh. You know, not harsh in a way that is bad, but harsh in a way that, whoa, dude, that thing rocked me, dude. I didn't realize that because that was like 8.3%, and you're getting alcohol in there as well. So you're adding that little alcohol burn as well down the chest, down the up the throat, up the nasal. You know, it's a drinkable strong beer. Put it that way. It's a very drinkable, smooth, strong beer, and it's got a lot of complexities to it. A lot of nice caramels and brown breads and crustiness, and like it's got that roasted barley. Like when you're malting your beer and you're malting a stout or something, you got the roasted malts in there. You can get that fresh like malt coming up, the steam. You can smell that stuff. It's like fresh malted barley in there. It's really nice. And then the coffee and the chocolate, the dark chocolate, bitter dark chocolate, just very nice, very well performed in this very great performance, man. You performed well. No, they did a great job on this. I'm giving this a 96 out of 100. I'm gonna, you know, it's above average for sure. It's definitely an excellent beer. I don't know, 96 hit me right. So there you go. That's my opinion on that one. Freaking, I was gonna say the F word, man. I'm trying to stay away from those bad words. Okay. Fuck. No, but Tuesday is beer and cheese. It's gonna be Gouda. Gouda Tuesday. Bring any beer you want with that Gouda. It can be an aged Gouda. It can be a new Gouda. It can be a whatever Gouda. I don't care what it is.
But it better be fucking Gouda.
It'd be better fucking bring fucking Gouda. Bring the fucking Gouda. Yeah. Oh, I said that 3 times in a row. Now you're never gonna get monetized. No, but bring fucking Gouda.
That was a very cheesy. That was a very cheesy gag. I'm just saying.
Oh dear.
No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously. Tuesday's at Gouda. Bring in. I don't care. Gouda and cheese. 8:00 Eastern, and then Wednesday is going to be, we have 2 more to go. So another adjunct, what did I call it? Adjuncts, got adjuncts? That's what I called it. 6:00 Eastern for that if you want to show up with some adjuncty beer. Hopefully something that we haven't showed already. So be creative. And I've just been throwing up videos. Brewery's coming along. That's all I got to say about that. So cheers. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Cheers, beer man.
A lot of energy. Whew. What does beer do to you?
What's a mild? Is that sorry, the Paul in the chat, taste a mild on tap? Is that like a ESB or what style is he talking about?
No. A mild is a generally it's dark. You can get light milds, but a mild is a dark beer generally under 4.5. It's the best way I could describe it is a watery porter. It's supposed to be a session porter, basically. You have that roasty element that you would get in a porter, but it's supposed to be sessional. The mild is basically the same way that a saison works in Belgium. It's supposed to be after a working man's had a working day, you would have a pint of mild because that's supposed to be satisfy your thirst after you've been working.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, well, it's very light, but there's also there's more of a kind of creamy element to it. It's like a creamy porter, if that makes sense.
Can be, depending on how it's prepared.
I don't think
if you got spark,
we don't. I don't think we have mild.
That's north-south divide. So that's
that is the north-south divide. Yeah,
that's whole north-south divide. Yeah. So anyway, that's yeah.
An English mild. English mild is very nice. It's a nice style, but it's always generally under 4.5. Most milds are 4 and below, generally.
Yeah, they're very low ABV. Normally around 3.4 to
Yeah, that's
Don't ask
That's
to put miles on a multi Monday because we don't.
They are malt forward.
Here. You're never gonna. Well, there might be some breweries that make a mild, but
You probably have them over
Oh,
here
that's
that's not
fine.
labeled out.
Chances are they don't. Yeah, they're not popular here in
I
the
should
States. That's why I
join
had to
the
ask. I've
malt.
never even heard of a mild before. So
Yeah, an English
good, though.
mild is
I like,
definitely a
yeah, like-
style.
it's one of those
Yeah,
ones
but
that you're supposed
it's
to
not
go.
about. You don't look at ABV. Yeah, you don't look at ABV. You look at style.
Yeah,
I think a lot of
Right.
people look at ABV style.
that's the problem
That's
here in the
just-
States. We look at ABV too much, and that's probably why we don't have them, because if they're under 4%, most of the times we're not interested in them.
Well, we got
But it's one-
brewers that do. We got brewers that do like the
Yeah, no,
bitters
but-
and stuff.
I get that.
they're
I understand that.
4.5%.
I understand that, but then, yeah. But
the
then, have
point
you
of a
ever heard
mild
of
is
table beers as well? That's another
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
the point of a mild though
Bags
is
of
you're supposed
flavour
to
and these
finish.
low ABV styles.
You're supposed to finish a hard day's work, and you've had 5 pints, and you're not going home very drunk. That's the whole point. It's a case of it's one of those ones that you'd finish work and you just go 5 pints, but because
It'd still be fine. Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
Totally.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, for the transient artisan ale, the mother of all stouts. Fuck. That's what it's called, man. I don't know. Had to get it. It was a spendy bottle. So I will hit on this now that it's warmed up. I do pick up a little bit more of like on the notes. I get a little bit of leather and like a yellow tobacco, maybe green. I don't know. It's there, earthy. Yeah, definitely leather. It's totally flipped its script, I'll tell you that. It's turned more into one of those dark baker's chocolate, bitter finish, hoppy, earthy type of stouts. And I've got no complaints with that. I actually think now that I'm sipping on it, I probably would score it a little higher. Last one I had from them was definitely a sweet forward. Some would call it a cloying stout. This one is definitely more down to earth and more, I'd say traditional. I mean, they say cream stout. I'm really not picking that up in this. They can call it whatever they want. This is a outstanding beer. I think right on the cusp of world class, but not quite there. I definitely feel comfortable scoring this at a 97.
Nice. That's a good
Really,
score, right?
97 out of 100. It's really good. Like I said, it's not too boozy for 11.5%. You get the adjuncts up front. As it gets to warming up, you get that the rich, the big, roasty, bold alcohol notes come back, and you really sit back and like, well, it's really turns into a sipper than initially when you're like, well, it's a little more sweet forward, more maple, more vanilla. Vanilla's still present. Like I said, just a little bit more casky, a little bit more, like I said, tobacco, leathery notes are coming out as it warmed. Absolutely fantastic. This is the second brew that I've had from this company. Both of them were stouts. The other one was definitely a pastry stout. I scored it the same rating. Fantastic. Anybody who's living, shit, I can't remember where this is. I think it's in Michigan. Yeah. Bridgman, Michigan. Transient Artisan Ales. They're making some really good stouts. Highly recommend trying their stuff. Other than that, shout out wise, you can catch me on Instagram at Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Be on the lookout. I've been putting out some more reviews as well. Busy man, don't have a lot of time. works 6 days a week, 3 jobs, got kids, wife. But yeah, they're still coming out. So yeah, and yeah, not this Monday, but next Monday I have a very large beer order being shipped out, and be ready for an unboxing because I got some really top-notch shit coming in, quite spendy. So yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks for having me, Bumpy. I'm glad I could bring in some new faces and some old familiar faces. So
Yeah. Oh, appreciate it. Very cool. You guys are more than welcome on any show I do. So
Yeah. Oh
not
yeah,
only that too,
dude.
but you're also welcome to movie night if you'd like.
It's a
oh, hold
it's a
on.
very
Nope, I missed one shout out. All right, so it's the first of the month in over at Chugs. There's going to be What's the ABV this Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Come play the game show. It's awesome. Give you a description and style of the beer. All you have to do is guess the ABV. It's a fun time. 9 beers. It's out for just for fun. It's not for blood yet. I'm actually out for blood. I'm trying to take Bumpy down, but it's going to be a long time.
I would love to do What's the ABV. However, it's on at 2
It's late.
It's 2:30 in the morning on a weekday, and it's just
Yeah.
I play on my own on the replay at work, and I'll just be working along, playing in my mind. That's what I do on a Wednesday.
Cool, man.
That's the trouble. I mean, it's only circumstance. That's the
Good
thing. It's
training
like only
course.
circumstance I'm here. So,
Yeah, I'm off.
Adam said
I'm
he'd
off,
love to come to Beer and Cheese. It's late over there for me.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, but same with Adam. I haven't got my daughter with me tonight, so it's like it's half term, and it's like, yeah, I can do this shit. You know, what I'd love to do every week, but just yeah.
I'm off work until Wednesday, so it's not too bad. But it's when I'm in work, it's not great because I start at 8:30 in the morning, so it's just like not going to work when it's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's early.
It's awkward. It's awkward. It's just time zones are time zones are just a pain in the ass. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm still pushing with that for that transfer to the South Carolina office, and then it'll be a lot easier.
Oh, nice. Are you in the States now?
No, I'm in the UK
okay.
still.
Oh
But
wow.
we have
Cool.
my company have an office in South Carolina, so
Nice. That's cool.
Sweet.
Oh.
just rent the house out and move over. It's fine.
Cool, man.
Craig, so what do you think? What do you say? What do you know, Craig? About
Yeah, I
that beer?
wasn't sure where we were. Yeah, so yeah, I mean it's massively marzipan forward. It's definitely room temperature now. I was getting hints of it when I first cracked. Well, not when I first cracked the beer. When I first. That's the thing. I'm probably going to update my review. I'm going to leave a little bit, and after this show's finished, go back and add a little bit more to it, because when I reviewed the beer, there was no hint of marzipan at all, which is kind of like strange. It's you know, especially with an imperial stout. This is kind of one of them lessons when you review an imperial stout or whatever stout it is. If you're getting it out of the fridge, when I've got to, if I knew I was getting it, then I would have got it out a lot earlier. It's one of them kind of deals. So that's me bad kind of deal. But once you give it 3/4 of an hour, if you're drinking it 10 minutes out of the fridge, you're getting that, and it definitely has changed without a shadow of a doubt. I was getting it when I first come on here, marzipan forward, but it wasn't the overall flavour or aroma or anything like that. Now it's the aroma and the flavour, like 30 minutes on or whatever it is. It's full on marzipan. There's no hint of marzipan in the commercial description, which is very interesting for me, at least. Just you know, you compare what it says, and then you taste it, and you smell it, and all that kind of thing. You do all that kind of geeky stuff, which I know I'm the king of the woodland for that. So that's a poor joke. You know, kind of, it's a very interesting beer. Because you're not really getting loads of pistachio, which is really what I wanted. I'm getting more marzipan for some reason. I don't know why. You are getting a bit of alcohol, I have to say. The more it's warmed up, the alcohol is present. It's there. Body-wise, it's not. It's more of a low medium, but you're getting more of an alcohol presence. So that kind of, sometimes doesn't make sense. 12.5. It's just more you're getting the booze of that, but not the body of that. If that makes sense. So, but yeah, everything else is very sweet. You expect it. It's just if you don't like marzipan, you're not going to like this. But there's no mention of it on the can or anything like that. And it's something I'm going to have to update my review on after the show. But just to say, this happened. So I think it's quite important. At room temperature, it's marzipan forward without a shadow of a doubt. And it wasn't there when we review. So yeah, I think it's one of them really important factors. Overall, though, I'm enjoying it. It's really nice. I love the can design. The brewery is awesome. They do some fantastic beers. Left-handed Giant, at least, anyway. And then a collab with the Dutch brewery. I'm going to mention it because I can't do it. And they're great. They're out of Bristol in the UK. You've got this kind of like gold now type thing on the can design. And I love that shit with a little bit of a crown on the top. It's awesome. As I said, I don't know how your ratings work. I don't know the 100 scale. Never have done.
Do the 50
so if anyone
points.
can
Just timed it by 20.
I've given already.
Untapped times
Whatever.
20.
I can't.
That's all it is.
I'm shit at maths. I'm shit at maths. So someone else
Get a calculator on your laptop.
I'm not bothered. I don't care. I just go by the untapped. I go by the untapped scale. It's 4.4 out of 5, and then you can work it out. You can work that. If you're that bothered, you can work it out.
That's a damn good score.
4.4 times 20. 88.
I'm too inebriated to work that shit out. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. What it is. So.
4 on Untapped. If it gets a 4 out of 4 on Untapped, that's a pretty good damn score. Usually on that out of 5 scale.
The 4.4 out of 5. Yeah, this is a very good beer, but it's just the marzipan bit. If they'd said marzipan, I'd give it more. I'd probably get a 4.5.
I find pistachio and almond are interchangeable in certain cases. And that's the problem with marzipan is almond based.
Yeah, but the trouble with this beer is, for me at least, it's masking any kind of pistachio, and that's what I wanted. And you want what it said. There's no hint of marzipan on the commercial description. It's marzipan. It's marzipan. I don't mind marzipan, but if you bought this can, it's like, I don't know what it was, £7-8 a can, and you don't like marzipan, you're gonna be a bit pissed off.
Yeah, and that's I'm glad that I shared it before I bought it.
Yeah, and I bought this prior to that when it literally first come out, and my mate goes, "Oh, do you want anything from?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll have one of them." And this is like 2 months. I literally early April. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Thanks for letting me join BuMpY, and yeah.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for adding to
Cheers.
the show.
Yeah, I think we learned some stuff tonight
Well,
too. It's
probably, maybe,
an outside look on things.
maybe.
No, I'm blurry.
You ever seen the late show with Craig Ferguson? It's like, what did we learn on the show tonight, Craig? Yeah.
I got to ask.
Craig,
Oh,
we have Craig.
Marzipan.
Blake's. Yeah, Blake
We learned
says
all about
that.
marzipan,
That's one of Blake's.
marzipan, and mild beers, and a very educational show. That's what we learned. So we learned a lot. Anyway.
I'm just full of shit. That's simple. So,
You're just a warehouse of useless information, aren't you?
Most of us are.
Brilliant on a pub quiz.
I take notes. I take notes. I take notes.
Well, Adam?
As this is warmed up, it still remained to be licorice, very licorice forward. A lot of dark chocolate in it.
Wow.
It is very viscous. It stays on the throat, but it has that warming sensation as you go through. But you get that constant licorice. That is the major. It's the major tasting note, with the dark chocolate backing it up, and you get that constant roasty toasty flavour of the malts. But it is very. It removes the moisture from your mouth. It's that viscous. But still, I'd only give it a 78 out of 100, because once you get that licorice flavour, it drops off completely, and it just, all you're left with is the drying sensation of the alcohol, the warming sensation, but it removes all the moisture, and you just go, I would like another beer, because you need something just to keep you refreshed, because that is not going to keep you refreshed. It's going to just remove all the moisture from your mouth.
All right. Well, so Craig knows what you're talking about. That's a 3.9 out of 5.
It is.
Okay.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you definitely that's spot on. Fuck knows. I don't know. No.
I just talk crap.
I'm used to it.
Anything you want to shout out? Anything going on?
No, I don't think so. My channel is a bit stagnant at the minute, and I've got a couple of irons in the fire. I'm talking with. I'll give a shout out to people who people follow Greg Bullman on Bullman's Beer Reviews. We had a little chat today. I think we're going to do something. Yeah, we do something collaborative, hopefully, on a monthly basis. We're looking at sort of
met that guy through
new. He's a brilliant guy, Greg. I think we're going to do something monthly, hopefully, where we talk about new people coming into sort of beer reviewing in the UK. That's something we're sort of working together at the minute to do. So that's something we might do, and just
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
Just have a little chat, have a little beer. Hopefully, we'll do that on a monthly basis. That's something we're working towards, but depends on work schedules and such and such.
Life.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, cheers.
I've got nothing to plug. I completely forgot to plug my channel, so
I'll plug it.
nothing. I've got nothing.
You're going to you're going to a beer festival soon, right?
He's just come back from two.
I've done 2 in the week, and I've got another. Yeah, I've got another 3 coming up, so it's like one of them deals. And then maybe going to Portugal at the end of the month. So
All drinks are legal there. Have a good time.
It's not that kind of trip, but yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's just like family issues and stuff.
Check out Craig's reviews.
Yeah,
he does a good job.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, you did. Shut up.
I do what I think's okay, but then I let people decide. And it's not about that. It's more about the community for me. It's not like one of them kind of channels.
I
where,
watch your
oh,
channel,
yeah,
and I can't get half of the beers that you review, so that means something, right?
They're drinking
Well,
half the
but-
beers that we wish we could get over there.
I
Yeah,
just
well,
watch
some
your
of the
channel and
Americans-
just like imagine what if I could drink that beer.
Imagine Dragons.
But
We're waiting.
to
We're
me,
waiting for Craig.
my
We're waiting for
channel-
Craig's fin back review. That's
My-
coming soon.
That is coming. But it's probably it's not going to last till Christmas. It's not going to last till Christmas because the beer it is. But to me, beer reviewing is more about connections and stuff like that. And if it comes from a review, making a connection with someone, doesn't matter where it is, with a common interest.
Metric.
That's where it is for me.
That's brilliant.
But it is. But it seriously, and that's all it has been for me. And doing this and meeting you guys and any kind of viewers. And the beer reviewing part is for me quite boring. That's secondary. It's just the people you meet. Anyway, boring.
Screw that.
Right, who's next?
I agree. Yeah, especially after you've been doing it for a while. This is what it's all about: the hangouts and
Oh,
the
without a
Yeah.
doubt.
getting a nerd out,
Yes,
nerd out
indeed.
on beer with other beer enthusiasts. Beer
Yeah,
drinkers.
just do it and just enjoy it and share it and embrace it and give everyone a fucking hug. Until recently, you know, and all that shit.
Hey,
I wish I'd saved this one. I wish I'd saved this one for later on. This was good today. This
Yeah,
was
but
that was brilliant. That was a brilliant stout. I wish I'd saved it for now.
Hey,
Last
Greg.
time I hugged a woman, she threatened me with a hashtag.
Hey, Greg. You can hug now.
Me too. Sorry. Was that appropriate?
You double jabbed. You double jab now, Craig. You can hug whoever you like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what I just said. So, but whatever. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll get on with mine. I'm now drinking a New England IPA. But the Founders Bottle Shop Series #2, the Highball Drifter. I like this one more than the barley wine that they put out for the first
The
one.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Backwards
That's better
bastard.
than Nemesis,
Oh, no.
I think. It's
Got that in the fridge.
it's a good fruity, like
I have one left.
big ABV beer that it has really good flavors. I like being able to get that orange peel and the cherry note that's in there and the vanilla. Like I said, I'm missing that caramel note, but my palate's junk anyway. I'm gonna give this a good solid 97 out of 100.
nice.
Whoa.
So
Big score.
I think
Nice.
it's well worth the pickup. They go down smooth, and it's one of those drinks like
Say 97.
97.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, if you're drinking like liquors,
I don't know what that
mixed
means.
drinks, cocktails, whatever martinis you're out to drink, you feel like a beer,
4.75.
this is definitely one that could stand in its place and not be as alcoholic. You have a few more of these versus some gin and tonic or something. But yeah, really nice brew. Shout out. So I'm just going to shout out tomorrow's Multi Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, start of the show. And it is the Belgian Strong Pale. So look for the Belgian Strong Pale Ale. If you have one of those, you want to join up, we have room on the panel. Come on in, act like a normal, rational human being.
I could possibly grab one of them.
Awesome.
We'll see.
I can't act like a rational human being. I'm sorry.
That's what this show is for, so you can be a little more.
Belgian stuff. Oh, hey, there you go. Another North Coast
Wow.
beer.
I've never had that one.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I've never even heard of that one.
Oh wait, let me ask Alex. Where
He's
do I
got, he's
find
got
that,
all
Alex?
he's got all
Where
these
can I find that
notes
in my
lined up,
area?
hasn't he? He's
Goddamn, I don't know. You could probably find it in canals.
Alex, where can I find
It
that in
says
my
Belgian
area?
Golden. Alex, what's the ABBS method?
Maybe
You're not.
uh,
Adam, you're not. You're not. No, it's not happening. Not in Merseyside or anywhere in the UK. It's not happening.
I'm just happy that Four Locos is down the road now.
Have fun with
That's
that.
fucking bizarre.
Here we go.
Well, that's
Have
on
fun
you.
with that.
Wow.
You might want to stick to the dragon.
7.6. 7.6.
Brand new.
Okay.
A 7.6.
Right. Dragon soup is 20 yards from me. 20 yards from me is dragon soup. So, bollocks.
But they've lowered the Four Locos is lowered to
7.6.
8.5. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't
European
take
rules.
notes on that shit. So,
Ridiculous.
well, it's on you.
Well, I think
Where you
it's,
put
I think we're gonna end the show for tonight. I want to appreciate the chat. You guys are awesome. Always being there, chatting it up, watching, even if you're not chatting. Just appreciate you all being here and being part of the show. Even if you're not on panel, I want to thank my great panel tonight, including Craig and Adam. Appreciate you guys joining up. Fantastic.
Thanks for letting us join.
Have like new people join, especially
Yeah,
when,
thank you. Thank you.
especially when you're cool.
Yeah.
So,
Not cool.
not cool.
Really not cool. No.
I appreciate it.
Square.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Square.
Well, it's
with
2:30 in the
round
morning
corners.
there right now, so it's
You guys must be
Troopers.
feeling how I'm feeling when I'm with drunken one. But hey, we're gonna end the show. Alex, you want to take us
Yeah,
out? You want to show these?
I've watched the
these
videos. I've watched the
UKers
videos.
how
I
we do
get
this?
it. I get it. I get. Yeah, I watch videos. Bloody hell.
All right. This is Alex Beer Master, and we will see you all in the next live stream, next video. So Alex Beer Master signing out.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you.
Cheers.